All right, this thing's recording.
Okay. What are we starting with? We're starting with the role-playing show.
Yeah, we should start with the role-playing show. Sorry.
Okay.
I kind of just threw that at you.
Yeah, well, that's what we usually do, but I just thought we only did it the other way because of the time.
Yeah.
But now the time is not.
Well, I'm going to make the Nirvana note. We have to come back to Nirvana and whether or not Nirvana, MTV Unplugged, is that what it was?
Yep.
And Kurt
Cobain versus Kevin Smith. No, I'm kidding.
No, Kurt giving the FU.
Mm-hmm.
Giving the FU. Okay, so let's see. Well, we have to come back to that.
We'll come back to that. Okay.
All right, but anyway, we're back to the show and back to the D&D show, or D20 show. What are we doing? Is this what would this be considered? This is
Gamma World.
This is Gamma World D20 rules.
Yeah. D20 rules, 5th, I don't know.
Maybe 5e.
Something, yeah.
And
if you're hardcore role players, you're already like, why are we listening to this? We also did not start the show this part of the show the normal way.
No, we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yes.
And I've been sick. And then,
And we should save that explanation for the second show, too.
Yeah, probably. I'm not going to slow the show down.
People don't care about that.
No. Gamma World.
Yes. Welcome to Gamma World. Yes. Welcome back to Gamma World.
All right. So I'm going to let you just go get us up to speed because a lot went down.
Okay. Well, I guess so.
People left us. So
you entered the realm of Z13, which ended up being Otzo's illicit nightclub that caters to all tastes and desires. After you entered it in your mildly hallucinogenic / drunk state, you had found your way back to an alcove where things seemed to be a little less busy and you could kind of focus. And in that alcove was a stage with a number of dancers, including Shara, a humanoid toad woman who ejected eggs into a trough and were almost immediately scoffed up by Otzo on a tray on a cracker. During that time, you spent a little time with Otzo. Some of it you remember and some of it you don't remember throughout the night. And the evening ended when the sun finally came up and you guys meandered back to camp. We're greeted by Grace, who promptly fed you caffeine.
Right.
And also you fed yourselves some kind of speed shot.
Yeah,
to wake yourselves up.
She gave us something.
Yeah, and then you went and you
we injected it prematurely. Probably.
Yeah,
I felt prematurely.
Yes. So you injected yourselves with these stimulants, and you woke up. You went and made the exchange, the boards for the vehicle.
Right. We got the vehicle,
and you promptly.
I think we hit the road.
You hit the road, and
Grace is driving.
Grace is driving, and you're in a hungover state. Alert! The sun is burning your eyes because your pupils are like, you're all way open. And you're sitting in the front seat with Grace. There's almost a full-size door between your two chairs that you could open and go out into the bed of the vehicle. And Glume is back there. Excuse me while I belch.
In the back of the vehicle?
In the back of the vehicle with his
back of the backpack.
In the back of the bedded area.
He's in the bed.
Yeah, and he's got his weapon and he's, scanning, every which way, just in a million miles a second.
In the dark of the car. Well, there's windows on it.
It's open. It's got a bed. But
it's open like a pickup truck.
Like a pickup truck, but like any bed, it would have some kind of lip and something around it. So if you put it in there, it wouldn't have to be. It's not one of those ones where you have to strap stuff down. Although there's hooks in case something were bigger, you could strap something in.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's got almost like one of the old World War II military trucks, kind of looking.
Oh, okay. Is there a canopy over it or no?
This does not have a canopy.
It does not have the canopy over it.
No.
But it's framed for it.
It looks like you could build something. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I put my tinted goggles on because I know I have tinted goggles.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I strapped those shits on.
Okay. And you almost think for a second that this must have been what they were created for, like this very specific purpose.
And I think I'm full health, right?
Yes.
I'm just a little, I'm not 100%. I'm not feeling well.
No, you're awake and alert, and you know, your body, your blood is pumping, which is probably helping you purify some of the junk in your blood system.
All right. So, I mean, you know, you would think that, you know, all that time off that you probably would have tried to scheme up something, you know, think about my situation and what my next move was going to be.
Yeah.
I've been pretty sick and pretty busy coaching T-ball.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at it and going, wow, they don't have a plan. And hence I don't have a plan because they wouldn't have a plan without me.
Yep.
So I have no plan. So I just wanted to preface that this is going to be right off the cuff. I probably should have given it more.
But you know what?
I think a true role-playing player probably leaves the game. I mean, I leave the game, I think about the game. Don't get me wrong. But I think maybe would maybe think about it more.
But let's take a second to go with that because I want to get into that because I think it makes perfect sense. Your character is very, very immature, right? Obviously, the Glume is also very, very immature or inexperienced in a way because you're right. The evening time would have been the time for you to plan that, but you went right into like, shit, we did this. Let's kind of celebrate, which is what a kid would do, right? A younger person who doesn't, they don't know. They go, oh, fuck, I'm going to spend all my money. I'm going to go have a good time. It's more important. So some of this makes sense, and so it'll work in this.
But what's my excuse as a player?
I think as a player, you were busy in life.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's easy for me to say because I'm always kind of thinking about what I want to do with the world and with your character and with what we're doing and where ultimately I see it going. I'm always thinking about that. I mean, I don't know. Now I'm talking myself into what's wrong with you. You had a very specific thing you had to think about. What are we going to do?
Exactly. What are we going to do? And I don't know. But anyway.
Well, I mean, the simple answer is...
maybe it'll work out because this guy doesn't know either.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It'll play more real because you're right. It wasn't something you spent the whole night fucking around.
Right.
Now Grace might have some ideas. She was sitting back at camp thinking about...
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Grace. For sure, at some point. Okay. And Glume is covering our ass, so I don't need to worry about it.
He's seeing everything.
He's just, if he had eyes in the back of his head, now he's got panoramic vision.
Yeah, exactly.
He's seeing things, and he's seeing ultraviolet rays at this point.
He's seeing things that don't even exist.
Right. All right. I put my goggles on, and that's better. All right. Grace.
Yeah?
How long do you think before we get there?
I would say we probably got about another good hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Yeah. Okay.
You think we can come up with a plan in an hour and a half?
Well, I got some ideas. I've thought about a few things.
You thought about a few things?
Yeah.
Good, because I don't think Glume or and I wouldn't even ask Glume at this point. Did you see Glume?
Yeah, he seems pretty wound up.
Yeah, he's a little wound up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was strong.
Yeah, and
the sun is hurting.
Yeah, well, it gets.
Is that from the stuff you gave me?
Yeah, your pupils are dilated. The sun's going to seem a little bit brighter.
Okay, but it's hurting my skin a little bit.
Okay, that's not hurting your skin.
It's not.
That's Lyme disease.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. We slept in the woods a couple of days ago.
Exactly. Maybe check yourself for ticks.
No.
Okay. No, I think you'll be fine. Just wear the polarized glasses.
Okay.
And you'll be fine.
All right. But I think we found out though, like in town, I think we found out that there's they sent some people. Although we saw the people go up when we were underneath the bridge.
Yes.
Excuse me too.
And you know what? I
think that first of all, that was gross. Sorry. Hopefully, no one was listening with headphones on. But we saw a truck with 2 people in it going back there.
6. I think you saw 6 people in it.
Oh, 6 people in it.
There were 4 in the back and 2 in the front.
Yeah, there were some people in it, and yeah, we heard that there were Constable Wayne's sent some people to go find out what's going on with the water. So we know we got to have company of at least 6 people. I think that there's still people there investigating because everyone we talked to in town seemed to be concerned about it and aware that it's being looked into. But how far from that river did we bury that stuff?
Right off the river.
right off the river, huh?
Yeah, let's see.
And then
I have a map here somewhere.
I think if I remember correctly, we weren't even that far from the obstruction. We buried it in this stupid place.
Well, it was the closest point near the river.
It was
after
across
you got
from,
it right. Yeah,
there was some. I don't know if it was like an arch, like a welcome arch or something. And we kind of I put my butt cheeks against it.
You went outside, and you went. Yeah,
I did the butt cheek thing against it, and I walked out.
Basically,
how many paces?
It was. You said you were walking till you can see the edge of the river, I think, and then you walked probably the closest point that the river is exposed to the facility itself.
Right. There was a certain number of paces. I thought it was.
Oh boy, I hope you remember that. Yeah, I have it down.
I wonder if I wrote it down though.
Well,
how do those role playing rules work?
Well, I have a method around it on a couple things. I want to have you do a couple rolls here. Let's see. First, because you're thinking all this in your head. You're like, wait a minute, and
22. What's 22? I have 22 here somewhere. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Give me a D20 roll. What's your wisdom?
Oh, this is a conversation I'm having with Grace. So
you're talking. You're just talking out loud. Yeah.
Okay.
She sounds a lot like me, I guess. An 8.
Right, I forgot what I'm supposed to be adding to these things, though.
Yeah, but your wisdom does not have a bonus.
My wisdom has no bonus.
Yeah, so you're straight up now. Okay. Well, you said you rolled an 8, and it's a what?
Yeah, but I didn't even get a chance to try it. Now, what if I remembered the number?
No, that's not the number. That's not what I made you roll for.
Okay, I'm rolling for something else.
Yep. And your wisdom is a what?
Oh, my wisdom is 10, so I have no modifier.
Okay.
All right. So, so then I'm pretty sure I'm running into people, and I have to try and remember how many steps that was. Unless Grace, do you remember how many steps that was? Glume probably knows. Glume.
What? He pokes his head in at almost like an impossible angle through the door in the back.
Glume, remember when I did the butt cheek thing at the river?
Butt cheek thing?
Yeah, I put my butt cheeks against that pillar, and I walked straight towards the river or away from the river. I think the river was at my back.
Uh-huh.
Or was it? I don't know. And I took a number of paces.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 20 paces, but I don't. Do you remember how many it was?
You
gotta move the mic. There you are.
I think it was like 18 paces or something.
18.
Something like that.
Okay. So we're 18 to 20. Grace, you want to throw a number in the mix?
I'll throw a number in the mix. Let me see. I want to say like 25.
25. 18 to 25. All right. All right. So we're not too bad. Maybe we'll see some recognizable dig site. I mean, it was only 2-3 days. There's no way it's covered in growth.
Well, let's hope not. And if we can see it, we hope that nobody else can see it, although we put it there. So
Yeah, I remember it being someplace where we didn't expect people to be. It was towards the woods. It was between the river and the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But they are by that river.
But you're right. I want to remember that it was like 25 paces from the gate, but it was like so many paces from the river. Yes.
Right. Well, we have to assume that they found where the obstruction is. So we know that they're probably going to be mostly around that area. If we roll up to that area, they're going to see us. If I remember correctly, the layout.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, they're going to see us come because it's in like a valley, like it's down. So you're going down into it. So yeah, they'll absolutely see us coming down that road. But I had a plan. Obviously, we're not going to drive right up to the gate.
Right.
I think we can park someplace. Maybe we stash the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We go in on foot and then we bring it in once we know it's secure, or even we send Nutjob up there. And before she could even say Nutjob up there, he sticks his head in the window and he goes, "It's 10 paces from the river. It's 10 paces from the river."
It's 10 paces.
I remember it's 10 paces from the river.
Okay.
It's
towards the woods, right?
It's 10 paces from the river towards the woods, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's 10 paces.
Okay. How many? 10.
From the river.
From the river.
10 paces.
Okay. All right.
Sticks his head, then he disappears again.
Thanks.
She's like, anyways, yeah, so hopefully he calms down a little bit. Maybe we can send him in there to do a little recon, and then he'll tell us what he sees and what he doesn't see.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking that, this either had to be completely on the sneak, like a night operation, maybe.
Yeah.
Or
It's also dangerous to be roaming around at night.
right. Well, by the river. Well,
Down by the river. Yes.
and I don't know. We camped out many nights out in these woods.
Yeah.
Maybe we were just lucky.
But we weren't wandering around. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, but if we camped out like on the edge of the woods, out of their view, but within view of what was going on, and then maybe even in the vehicle, cover it up, sit and sleep, hang out in the vehicle till it gets dark, then make our move.
Yeah, the vehicle ends. I think we're going to sleep in here a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. But the other option would be to have some sort of weird excuse, like, for being there. But still, they would have to watch us dig that thing up. Can we come up with a reason why we need those things?
Unless we planted them like a vegetable, how did they get there? We obviously put them there.
Right. What? Oh, I was just thinking. I'm maybe not thinking very clearly. I'm thinking that we could probably. Stupid. You're just nodding at me, Grace.
Yeah,
you're not.
Sorry,
you're just saying.
You were talking to me.
You're just saying it's stupid. Well, I mean, you didn't hear it though because I didn't say it. But I think that I was thinking maybe if there were only like 2 or 3 guys there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could recruit them to going back in, get them to help us go back in.
Yeah,
and we can get more stuff.
But
and
then we can give. But if they're Constable Wayne's guys, do they care about that? They're there for a completely different reason.
That's true. All right, we're gonna have to sneak in. All right, so let's just get near. And then what are we doing all day? Did you bring Uno or something?
No, but by the time we get there, it's going to be close to.
Well, we left in the morning, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a few hours drive. I guess no, you're right. It'd probably be the middle of the day because I said it was by driving.
We're gonna have to play a game or something.
Yeah, and we have to hope that the roads are clear. If the roads aren't clear, we may have to go out and clear the road to get there. So we got variables. Let's wait and we'll play it by ear once we get close.
How's the fuel doing? Do we have a fuel?
We have a good charge. This is actually a rechargeable vehicle. I may be able to rig up some kind of solar array that we could use to trickle charge it.
Whoa!
I would need time to do that though.
What's trickle charge?
Well, a little bit at a time. So it'll have batteries that'll store the solar energy, and that way, when we don't have sun, they'll continue to charge.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, I think I can do that. I might need some stuff, so maybe we might lose a couple boards, but we'll see.
All right.
And then actually, you know what? I need solar elements. I don't have those.
Yeah, maybe we can buy them with all the money we're going to make.
Oh, the money. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I hope we get money.
About that.
Some money. Huh? I know some, I owe some. I'm going to owe most of my portion.
Yeah, so I don't know. Is that really a resource we're supposed to get?
Well, yeah, I'll have some. I hope maybe left. I can buy you guys a goat milk, spider goat milk.
Oh,
at least.
Yeah, I'm a hard no on that.
All right.
I'm also lactose intolerant.
All right, so I look around at surroundings and just to see like the lay of the land.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are traveling on the elevated road that's what used to be some kind of expressway or highway.
Mm.
And the trees are grown over, so what maybe was a 6-lane highway, 8-lane highway each way, is now down to like 4 in the middle with intermittent like branches and overgrowth and stuff, or parts of it collapse on the edges, and so she's able to traverse to it pretty easily, where it's secured.
All right. Do I see anything dangerous?
No, I mean, the trip is pretty uneventful.
Okay. Glume, how you doing back there?
I'm great. I'm good.
All right. I think I'm starting to normalize a little bit. Is there any more of that tea left?
Sorry, I'm rolling up a disease. Hold on a second. No, I'm kidding.
Please don't roll up a disease.
So it's partly cloudy. It's gusty. And I would say I don't know if I want to do this, and it's not freezing. I'm not going to roll the temperature. And, it's warm.
Right.
But not hot.
Okay. All right.
Partly cloudy with a gusty wind, so the branches of the trees are moving a lot, which is kind of setting Glume off in the back of the truck because every time the branches move, he jerks his head in the direction. Yeah. And you notice the engine on this thing is not, I wouldn't say it's silent. It's not silent, but it's much quieter than a truck of this size if it were using like a combustion engine. It's more like a electric whine than a an engine chugging along.
Okay.
As you guys move through the kind of overgrown canopy that is over and around this elevated highway.
All right. Everyone check their gear. Everyone's got everything. As I'm saying this, I'm pulling out my charge pistol. I'm checking that it's fully loaded. I'm checking my power source on my vibra blade. What's it at?
It's at 19%.
Oh my God. 19%. All right. I don't have any of those.
You have another battery, but I don't think it said.
I have a battery, but I don't think it's for a vibra.
You had a battery. Oh, you're right.
I have a power cell.
A power cell.
I have a flashlight power cell.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, Grace.
Yeah?
You know how to rig a power cell for a vibro blade?
Rig it how?
Rig it so that it could use it? Or like maybe charge it?
I would need to see the...
You said you could charge the vehicle. Maybe can you charge my vibro blade?
I could probably do it, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Because I have a flashlight power cell. I check my flashlight to see the power cell on my flashlight. Is that?
It is that, yeah.
No. What is it? I have a flashlight.
Yep.
That has a power cell in it already.
Yep. So what's the percentage on that?
Yeah, what's the percentage on that?
It's
I'm trying to manage I'm doing a little power management.
51%.
Okay, 51%. That's not too bad. I could live with draining some of this flashlight power cell just to give me a little extra juice on the vibro blade in case I need it.
If we had more time, like I said, I could rig something and you could charge it off the vehicle too. There's a bunch of things, but 19% realistically, you can handle a fight or two with.
This is my first vibro blade. I don't know what the battery life is like on this thing.
Well, you've used it a few times and you've seen it go down. I think when you started, it had a full charge, so now you're down to 19%. Yeah.
So it went down pretty quick.
Yeah.
I didn't use it that much.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Maybe it's old too. Maybe the cell.
Listen, when we park, we have some time to kill, don't we?
We can see what we can do.
All right. How much further?
Okay. We're not doing this.
Not doing what?
What do you? It's like I'm in the car with a kid. Are we there yet? Yes. It's going to be a little further. You know what?
What? I'm gonna take a fucking nap.
Go take a nap.
I'm gonna go in the back and take a fucking nap.
Okay.
Glume, come up here and keep Grace company. I'm going in the back.
I can't. I don't want to be in enclosed space.
No, I want to hear you talk to yourself for 10 minutes. I want to take a nap. Come on.
I don't want to go inside in the enclosed places. I feel very constricted. I'm feeling better. I think the air is helping. And he just turns his face into the wind over the top of the truck, and he's just letting the.
All right. Well, I'm coming back there.
Okay.
So I climb in the back.
Don't make any noise when you're back here.
Well, I'm going to try and sleep.
Okay.
If I snore, roll me over.
Okay. I'm going to roll you. I'm going to roll you around the back of the truck.
Just don't shoot me. I'm coming back. So okay. I gingerly step into the back.
Okay. You get in the back. You do notice that when you're outside, the wind does clear your head a little bit more.
Okay.
Like I said, he's just with his head over the front of the truck. The wind is blowing in his face.
So I just start looking for someplace flat.
Okay.
So I can lay down.
So you see a little spot between the wheel well and a kind of half in a corner that you can wedge your back into and kind of sit, fall asleep sitting up.
All right.
You cross your arms and you let your head low.
And I kind of use my own backpack, like a little bit of a back and neck pillow type thing. And I just chill.
Okay.
And I just chill out.
High or low for favorable results?
Low.
So you lay there and you really can't go into a deep sleep. You nod off once or twice, but you hit a bump and it wakes you up. So you don't go to sleep. You are able to just rest your body, try to rest your mind.
Right.
Although you can't help but think and worry about what lies ahead.
Right.
What's waiting for you.
All right. I don't know what else there is to do except try and chill out.
Okay.
I mean, Grace. Well, I can't talk to Grace. I'm stuck back here with this. I'm trying to sleep, so I'm not talking at all.
No. What does it matter?
Okay. So, man, tell me what Glume. I want to have. When is Glume and Grace going to have a conversation? With
Oh,
each
it may never happen. Yeah.
Damn.
You notice they're never in the same place at the same time. They could be the same person. So
every time the lawnmower goes past your doorbell, your watch goes.
Yeah, I know.
The landscape is like goes.
If you see the videos,
ding,
I see him
back the other way, and his watch goes ding.
Yeah, and it's less often because he cuts across, then he goes over, then he goes
around,
back.
then he comes
He's
back.
Getting small.
It's not. Yeah.
Now it's just every now and then him hopefully blowing the grass,
the leaves,
the clippings. Yeah. So, anyways, they have no idea what we're talking about. But I have a Ring doorbell at my house, so every time I get alerts.
You get alerts. So someone walks by, and you live in like deer country.
Yeah.
So that thing must go off every 5 minutes.
No, it actually doesn't.
Raccoons.
I got it set right.
Squirrels.
I'm going to put this in theater mode so it doesn't bother anybody.
Oh, there's a theater mode for Ring?
For my Apple Watch.
My Apple Watch. See, there you go. I'm so out of it.
So I silence everything. So, all right. So you lay there kind of half dozing and half not dozing. And then you wake up as you hear the engine start to grind down and the whine going to lower into a hum. As you pull off the side, you can feel her pulling off to the side of the road. You hear branches hitting the thing. Glume jumps down because the branches are whipping over the top of the cabin, and she literally drives the truck almost into think of it like a snowbank of like branches and leaves, and she drives the truck into it, and it just kind of engulfs the truck and hides it.
Did she damage the truck?
I mean, the truck is pretty sturdy, so I don't think there's any significant damage.
So she just rammed a pile of brush.
She just drove it into a giant bush to hide it.
Okay.
Basically.
All right. So, what the fuck?
Relax. She puts the stick that's in the center, between the two seats that she uses to shift with, puts it into something, and then clicks a button, and the whine of the engine just to nothing.
Jesus Christ, could have warned us.
Well, I don't know. I'm not the one that was up all night drinking, so don't expect me to feel bad for you.
Damn. What about Glume? Is he still... I'm sure he didn't fall out or anything.
But he ducked down, but he's like...
He ducked.
Yeah. He
Okay.
ducked, just missed it.
He ducked. All right. I'm not injured, I guess. I'm just going to... No. I'm going to try and climb out.
Okay. Well, you can't climb out the back or the side, really. You have to go in through the cabin.
Go into the cabin.
And it looks like you guys are going to have to come in and out the one door, the passenger door, in order to get out of it.
All right, so I stick my head into the cabin, and probably I would have be like, really just like, what the hell did you do? What happened?
I hid the van. I hid the truck. What is this? Van?
You did this on purpose?
Yes, this was intentional.
You didn't, I thought you didn't fall asleep and just go off the road?
No, I meant to do that.
Glume, she meant to do that.
She meant to do that.
Okay.
You meant to do that.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I almost got killed, but I mean, it seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, what are we going to do now? Should we even bother getting out? Let's get out. I want to see it. I want to see if we can see them from here.
Okay. So you guys pile out of the truck. You kind of have to shove the door open a little bit to push some of the branches back. And you're surprised how the branches bounced around as you guys drove through it, as opposed to some broke here or there and you heard a snap or two. But for the most part, they were very flexible and long, almost like they had grown from the edge of the road over the whole overpass, and that literally they were sitting on the overpass supporting this incredibly long branch from this tree that's maybe hundreds of feet away. And she slides out first. She's smallest, and then you come and Glume follows you last. You guys all set your feet on the ground outside the truck.
Okay. So you're saying she slid into this brush that's underneath a large tree.
Well, the all of the branches that are going over the overpass, think about the turnpike, right? You have all that stuff on the vegetation on the side.
Right. So it's grown over the overpass?
It's almost like it's grown over the overpass. The weight of it had it leaning on the overpass like this so that the branch could be longer and not break because it literally...
Oh, so the overpass is kind of acting like a trellis for these long
branches. And when she hits them, it's not like there's trees growing on the road and she ran into trees. She's almost like knocking these extremely long branches and dead stuff out of the way.
I got you.
To drive into this cover that she drove into.
Okay. All right. So she gets out, then I get out there, and
then Glume.
I can look for to see if I could go towards the back of the vehicle, because obviously the front of the vehicle. Where are Grace? Where are they? Which way is towards camp? towards
the facility, Super Adventure Funland.
Yeah.
Is that way, and she points straight on from where the truck is.
You said where the truck is facing it?
Well, the road is winding back the other way, but
I'm not saying that the truck is like, not
it's
that
not pointed directly at it,
but it's like it's in the brush, but the nose of the truck is pointing at where the facility is.
You could tell
so
she was
if
almost
I walk towards the rear, I'm walking away.
Yes.
I say I would like to try and walk towards the rear.
Okay, so you walk back
because I want to see if I can get. Do I notice that this trellis that you're talking about? Do I notice that this is what it is, or that not that I know that it's an overpass or that it's something like an overpass, but that the fact that I could walk out under it and then look over it?
Because you walked up it. It's like a raised highway.
She drove up it? I thought she drove under it.
No, she drove up it, but under the canopy of the trees that are sitting on top of the raised highway.
Okay. So the raised highway is over the truck.
No, you're on the highway still. But on either side of the highway, you had all this brush. Remember I said it was like an 8-lane highway and all this brush.
The brush that's over
it, yes.
The brush that's over it has formed a tunnel of sorts, right?
Kind of a canopy, yes. That canopy. I thought you were talking about going under. You can go.
I'm here, and I would like to see if I could. Do I see that I can walk this back towards daylight? And then potentially, should I just tell you what I want to do?
Yes.
Is I want to come out, and then I want to see if you can recognize this, and then climb it so I can get a view from being in this brush looking towards that direction.
Oh, no, you can't climb the brush. The brush isn't strong.
It's not that. Okay.
Not at that point.
All right.
Now you do know that if you can get to the edge of the highway in front of you, you can probably get a good look at Super Adventure Funland, at least the road going into it and down, although you won't be able to see down into it.
All right, but I could see that vantage point that you just described?
Yes.
Okay, so hey guys, let's go there and maybe see if we could glass this place.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna take something off of here because I have.
You have what?
The answers to all of your questions written here.
Oh, you drew the facility. Oh, so you have the facility. So this is where like one of those screens comes into play.
Well,
so you could have how the facility actually looks in front of you, and then in front of me, I can have a different picture of what I'm able to see. Right?
Yeah, or more so because I had literally written when we wrote the paces. You'll see. Look at the map.
Oh, we wrote. Oh, okay.
This is where they're buried.
That's where they're buried. Okay, so I was right in that it's away from the river and towards the woods, but it is pretty close to that blockage. Right? Like if they were going to park.
This is the gate in.
Oh, it's the gate in.
The blockage was back here.
Okay.
The river goes back like this. This is also all under trees. Sorry.
It's like almost like a little peninsula. Oh, no, this is a road.
This is the road that you're on. Well, no, this is the road going down.
The road going into the place. Okay.
So this goes up.
Yes,
like that. And then there's trees here anyway.
All right, well.
You won't be able to see the exact area because it was under trees.
It was under trees. All right, so I think that let's go to that area and see if we can see what we're dealing with. When we get, are we walking towards the road or crossing the road at any point?
Well, you have to. Which road? This road?
Not that road. The road that we were driving on previously. Like you said, I saw this vantage point. Is that vantage point across the road, or is it still within the?
No, you'd have to get onto this other road that's the actual entrance down. So there was a sign that said, Super Adventure Funland this way off of the freeway that you're on that you turn down.
And she jumped into the brush right there.
Right at the interface, yeah.
Near that intersection. Okay, so, but where's the vantage point?
Well, you would come to the top of the road and you'd be able to look down. You could see some things. You could see some parts of the park. That's probably your best shot.
All right, so I'm gonna just walk there. Did we get there?
All right, so you guys hump through the woods for probably about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And
so it's a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, well, it's difficult to traverse with all the overgrowth.
Okay.
You also don't want to go right down the middle of the road.
Of course.
And you're also being discreet, so that
Don't
all takes
even
a little
have
bit of
binoculars.
time. So, and then you see an area that's an overlook.
I don't have binoculars. Unless my goggles have special zooming capabilities. But go ahead.
High or low?
Low.
Okay.
I guess they don't.
They don't. So you go right to where the turn is, and there's a little concrete wall that's about 2 feet high, and then it breaks open, and then that's where the turn is into this road. and the brush ends here. So you guys creep up right to the edge and
got it.
You can peek your eyes up over the top.
There's a little bit of a ledge there with a clearing amongst some brush further up the road, kind of somewhat out of their view.
Yep.
All right, so I look. Do I see anything with my bare eyes?
No, you don't see anything unusual. Grace is also looking, and her eyes are glowing a little bit, and she's looking back and forth.
Her eyes are glowing?
Yeah, they're glowing that red color.
Huh.
And her eyes are scanning. Glume is also, looking. He reaches in and pulls a monocular, almost like a telescope.
Pull it down and push it towards you.
It's almost like monocular, not binoculars, but it's a monocular. It's a single, like a pirate scope almost, but it's electronic. Yeah,
telescope.
No, if it's binoculars, it's a monocular because it's only one.
I guess. I think there's a name for it.
I think it's monocular.
I thought it was telescope.
Telescope is different. That's for looking for.
It's a telephotoscope.
Yes, that's for much further away. It's also
telephoto could just be 2x.
It also uses indirect too telescopes, the good telescopes. That way you could look at certain astronomical events.
And prisms you're talking about?
Yeah, they uses 2 mirrors, so you could look at something and not damage your. No. No. You still fuck your eye up when you.
Yeah.
So that logic went out the window. Anyways, so you poke your eyes up. You don't see anything. It's quiet. It's quiet. You don't hear like a ton of noise.
So, but Grace is looking with her sort of special visions. Glume looking too with his.
Gloom's looking, vision. And he's also using his.
Does he have
monocular?
He has the monocular. That's how this whole conversation started. Okay, so he's
sliding it back and forth. You can see it. And he's looking. He's like, I don't see anything, but I don't think we have a great view. And she's like, yeah, I don't see anything either. I don't see any heat signatures. And I don't pick up anything on my audible sensors either. So,
How far away is it?
You guys are a few 100 yards, I would say. 200 yards.
Can we see, you guys see the dig site?
No, too many trees. I can see parts of the river through some of the tree clearing, but too far away.
No vehicles?
Nothing that we can see. I can see a lot of the compound. I can't see all of it. So, from what I see, I don't notice anything.
When we got to that ledge, did we cross? Did we cross any road of any kind? No. It's the. We stayed on the other side.
Yeah, you stayed right at the corner where the abutment was, and then this is where the road starts to wind down.
I'm going to creep up to the road to see if I see tracks on the road, or how old or fresh.
Do you have any skills like tracking?
No.
Do you have survival?
Yes, I think so. Right.
Okay.
I should definitely have survival. For Christ's
sake. I thought you did.
Yes, I do. +2.
Okay.
+2 survival, knowledge streetwise. Move silently.
All right. So what's your survival?
Hide, intimidate, climb, and survival, swim, and spot.
All right. So what's your survival? All your modifiers and everything.
My survival is +2.
Okay.
And then, what else do I add to it? Anything?
What ability is it under?
Oh, it's a wisdom.
Okay. So you have no plus for wisdom.
Oh, no, but that already includes, that is my +2.
Yeah, well, that's...
unless I give you my rank +2?
No, your rank, what is the rank?
My rank is 2.
2, so that's why it's +2.
So the total 2, and then modifier.
Yeah.
So it would be 2 + 2?
No, 2 gives you +2, a level 2. Gives you a +2 modifier.
Okay.
And then you get your ability modifier, so you don't have any because your wisdom is low. It's not one of your strong suits. All right, so make a difficulty 20. Somebody's texting you. Make sure it's not Lisa. We're on our way home.
Yeah, probably. Let's see.
Let me make sure nobody's calling me.
No, the party's running late.
Oh, that's good.
All right, D20?
A 20, difficulty 20 survival check.
Jesus.
No.
All right.
Okay, so you go and you look at the intersection, and you don't really see anything that jumps out at you any more than before. You don't know. A million cars could have went by, or no cars could have went by.
Okay. How far away are they? Did they follow me, or how?
Glume's right behind you. He put his monocular down, and I put it in its case and put it back in his pack. And he's like, I mean, do we want to go down into there? He goes, I thought I saw like maybe some dust like disturbed down there, but I can't really be sure. And if they came through here and came and went, they could have done the same thing. So I don't know. I don't think we have enough information to know if somebody's in there or somebody isn't in there.
You want to sneak down on foot and see if we see anything?
All right, we can try to sneak down on front.
All right. So let's try and go a little bit deeper into the woods.
Sorry. What is your move silently skill?
My move?
Well, yeah. What are all of your modifiers?
The survival move silently is 3 total. So that I'm a 2 plus 1 dex, so it's a 3.
Okay. And are you all going, or just you, or
do we have any type of radio communication between three of us? Grace, you got like a radio for us?
High or low?
Jeez, Grace, you didn't go to the store or nothing when we were out partying?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Low.
No, I don't have anything.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Glume, what about you? Do you have anything? Should we go back to town and buy some stuff?
Are we ready for this? I feel like we didn't. I feel like we didn't study.
I feel like I feel like we should have been more prepared for this. Well, I mean, all I have is rope.
We could do a lot of stuff with rope. I mean,
I know you could, but I can't.
I mean, it's got a million
I can't
uses.
communicate. You want to tie a can on either end of it? And
Will
we'll
that
see.
work? We'd have to tie.
I saw that once on something.
We have to pull it very tight for that to work, though. There's got to be a lot of tension on that.
So there's no sense in anyone staying back because there's no one that could be a lookout.
I mean,
be able to warn
but they
us
wouldn't be able
anyway.
to tell you, short of maybe like a gunshot,
Launching a flare.
or something. Yeah.
Look, Glume, you're a pretty good sniper.
Yeah. You want me to look out? I also move quieter than you guys, though.
You do.
Although Grace isn't bad. I mean, you notice she doesn't make a ton of noise when she moves either. She's very quiet.
Yeah, I got the +3, but I don't have those boots that he wears. Does he have boots?
Well,
Can I have your boots?
I don't think these are the same
silent
size.
boots?
They're not the same size for you.
They're not?
It's a suit.
What if I tie them to my feet?
It's a whole suit. It's a whole one thing. It's like a one piece thing.
It won't fit me.
No, I don't.
We can't change clothes.
No, I'm too tall.
And all right.
Because he's like 6'4".
Right.
And you're like 5.
And he also can't uncover his skin.
Well,
I'm sure you'd rather
the good
not.
point is that he can uncover his skin, but if you wear it, you're going to risk being exposed to the poison that the suit has
from
absorbed from his skin.
Right.
Yes. So now that we think about it, probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Yeah, even if it were the right size.
Right.
So
I just didn't want to bring it up. So, all right. So I think that. What do you think, Glume? Who should go? Should we all go?
I mean, there's arguments for everything.
There is.
I mean, but
what's your professional sneaky bastard opinion?
Well, I mean, I usually work alone. If you want me to go down, I can go down.
Oh,
but
there you go.
But what if I run into something?
What do you do? Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm saying. If I run into something, then if we're all there, we can handle it.
Well, listen. Oh. Well, okay. Well, you mean if you get in trouble?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be here. We just won't be as close as you.
Exactly.
We'll be further back.
I think, look, we're not hearing any noise. Let's just go quietly.
All together?
All together. And that way, if we run into something, we can deal with it.
All right. You can always look like 10, 15 yards ahead of us at a time.
Yeah. I'll go ahead a little bit more than you guys. You guys hang back, and then we just look for stuff.
Let's do that.
Okay.
You lead the way by like 10 or 15 yards.
Okay. So Glume, he folds the stock to his rifle and slings it, and he's got it in front of him, and he's walking in front of you, maybe 30 feet in front of you.
Okay.
And then you and Grace are pulling up the rear. She pulls a pistol out of a holster at her hip, and she's looking around.
Yeah, I'm going to pull mine out too.
Okay. And you guys are sneaking your way through. So let's make a move silently roll.
Okay.
With your modifiers.
Jesus. I keep switching dice. That's not good. 5.
5, okay. Okay. I'm not sure you don't know what it is, but the road is really broken and there's broken gravel. So everyone is making a little bit more noise than they normally would because the condition of the road that you guys are sneaking down.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I wouldn't say anything that someone's going to hear from you're not tromping through with tin cans and banging pots and pans together. So, but everybody rolled pretty poorly for their move silently, including Glume, even with his modifier.
Really?
It still was not a great roll. I think you actually what did you roll?
5.
And they rolled 3s.
Okay.
But they were still slightly more quiet than you. But still, nothing to be alarmed of. You can just hear the pebbles shifting beneath your feet as you guys are trying to walk quietly. And
right.
This goes on for the duration of it until you work your way down. What you decided to do was, well, here's your question. Are you guys coming straight down the middle of the road? Or
no.
I thought you would be either on one side.
Well, I didn't know which side this ledge was on. If it's on the left,
this road turns down and it winds around.
Where's north on this map?
North, we wrote it. Didn't we write north? No.
So,
we'll see if we can figure out from the other map. This map, we said north was this way, so this would be pretty much north.
Okay, so that's north.
Okay.
So then, the ledge I didn't know if it's west of the river or west of the road or east of the road.
The ledge. What ledge are you talking about? It's east.
Okay, so east of the road. Okay.
Yeah. It's east and it turns and goes down. So it winds.
Right. So I want to cross back over to get west of the road but east of the river. So I want to be over here.
On this side. So you guys are going to stay on this side of the road and come down like this.
Right, but really more towards the trees.
Yeah, more towards the trees, but closer to where you think you buried the stuff, as opposed to going up to the front gate.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm heading towards the direction of this stuff, and I want to be in enough cover where I'm covered, but at least able to get a decent glimpse now and then of the complex itself and where I know the obstruction is, where I know that the road is, and all that. In this general vicinity.
Okay, so you're sneaking down that way, and it pretty much goes like we described. Is that
okay?
Little noise,
nothing
major, like you trip a piece of metal and there's a loud clang, or you don't interrupt a robot and it starts broadcasting something. You're able to sneak down, and you get really close to the area where you think you buried the stuff.
Okay. So does Glume recognize it? He stops first, or?
Yeah, he waves you guys up, and he stops, he kneels down, and he waves you guys up, and you walk up, and there's a cleared area where looks like some traffic has come back and forth through there, and you guys had sprinkled some grass or some leaves and stuff around it to kind of try to.
Right.
But he's like, it's somewhere in this area here.
Okay, so now I'm looking around. Do I see anything?
Roll D20.
8 plus anything?
I mean, you're looking around. You don't really see anything that jumps out like this is it.
Wait a minute. I feel like I'm doing this roll wrong. Oh, that's only an attack. So I was at 5 and 4. Okay.
Yeah. No.
All right. So, you guys see anything? And does anybody else see anything?
Yeah. So Glume's like, it's right there, and she's like, yeah, it's right here, and she literally walks over, stops, and draws an X. It's right here.
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant, do you see any people around?
Oh, no, they don't see any people.
Okay. All right. So we're in the woods. This bury site's in the woods?
Yeah.
Oh, we did a good job. We weren't as dumb as I thought we were.
Yeah.
Oh, let's dig this shit up right now.
Okay.
So I
think I misunderstood what I was rolling for too, so I'm going to do something else with those rolls because they were.
Oh,
good.
okay. So, but now I think that I think that we don't have any equipment with us. I don't have any shovel or anything. I know there was that thing I used as a shovel last time that had betwixt my cheeks when I walked towards this site. But I put my gloves on.
Okay.
And
your spider gloves?
Is that what they are? No, they're gloves. They're like we got them from the rope guy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I take the rope out. We're going to be tying this thing together and put it down on the side. And what do? I eat an MRE and look at my flashlight. I don't have any good equipment here.
Yeah. I mean, we were in a town and we had the opportunity to provision, but we didn't.
I know. We knew that we were coming to dig something up.
Yeah.
And we didn't buy a shovel.
Yeah.
In town. And we spent a whole day there. We ate there. We drank there. We got high there.
Yeah. We did everything else.
We did everything but get a shovel. Glume, do you have a shovel?
No, I don't have a shovel.
And Grace, do you have a shovel?
I don't have a shovel, but I think there were some tools in the back of the truck that we might be able to use.
How far is the truck from us?
It's about 20 minutes back.
20 minutes back? What if we
But I mean, are we digging now?
Yeah, why not?
Because then we're going to dig it up, leave it here, go get the truck and come back.
We're going to drag these things through the woods.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No?
Do you know how electronics work?
What can I carry one?
I don't know.
I could carry a lot.
What if you drop it?
So we had to drive the car up to here? We can't drive the car up to here.
I thought that was the plan all the time. We were going to get the car over here somehow.
All right. Well, then, me and Glume will say, hey, you want to go get the car? What are we going to do? Just drive down the road in daylight?
Well, I mean, there's nobody here. What are we worried about?
All right. Go ahead. Well, I don't know. How about we just dig it up and wait for nightfall? Or do we just take this opportunity that nobody's here and just hurry up and do it? Go get the Glume. Can you help me dig this up while she goes and gets the truck?
Okay.
Who's going to be fastest to the truck?
I mean,
well, you're the only one who's going to drive it.
Yeah.
So go fast.
Okay.
I think that's the best idea. What do you think? I want to be democratic here.
Okay.
Should we put this to a vote?
I don't care.
Then let's just go.
Okay. So Grace is like, I'll go get the truck. You guys start digging with your hands.
I'm not good at this.
Okay.
I'm being forced into a decision here. I don't know what to do. All right. So I'm gonna dig. When in doubt, just dig.
Get on your hands and knees and you start digging.
Yeah.
With your hands, just trying to move the dirt and get it to feel.
Do I see any rocks or big sticks around that can help me in this digging?
High or low?
High. Damn, I should have.
Nothing
You never
major.
change. Always stick with, just like when you're flipping coin. You stick with heads or tails. Don't switch back and forth.
Exactly. So there's nothing big. I mean, everything that you see is the same size as your hand. It's not helping you out at all. The piece of metal that you use. Remember, I think we had the same problem then. You found one little sign.
Twice. This is the second time I didn't bring a goddamn shot.
So I mean, well, all fairness, the first time you didn't know you're going to be digging. So
right.
So she just takes off running. She's like, "This is ridiculous." You can just hear her talking to herself as she runs off. And you guys get on your hands and knees.
What is she pissed at while I'm digging? What is she pissed about? May I ask Glume? She came down here with us. She didn't bring the truck.
I mean, she's uptight. I think she's a little uptight.
What is she uptight about?
Last night.
What? So she knows she's the one that could drive. What does she want? Me to run there?
I've never done anything like this. I didn't know that we were supposed to be thinking about this either.
I don't understand what she's pissed about. She's starting to piss me off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. So he just gets down and starts. And while you guys are digging, off in the distance from inside the park, you hear a very loud thump, a bang, and like a crash for a second. But kind of muffled. Not like it was out in the open, but it happened somewhere inside something, or something fell. And it's just a single instance of it. You heard crash, boom, thump.
Okay, now wait. How long has it been since Grace left?
Maybe about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. There's no way it was her in the truck.
No. And it came from the park. She's behind you. It came from the park.
All right. Glume, did you hear that?
I did. He's got his rifle up.
Okay, I think there's somebody in there.
Okay. We want to go check this out?
If we if we check it out, if we check it out,
could have just been something fell.
Could have been something that
just fell. Yeah,
but we could check it out, and it could be like find 20 guys.
Could be 20 guys,
and then we can't even tell Grace not to come back in this direction.
Yeah.
Whereas if we ran back towards Grace, we could tell her to stop until we know for sure what that sound was. I don't know if that's too cautious.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if she drives that truck down that road,
if something made that sound,
if there's somebody in there, they're going to hear it. We almost have. We got to go check it out before she gets here because she's going to get ambushed. Right. Remember, she's got to drive all the way down and then try to get through here,
right,
and get off road.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So all right, but I don't even know what direction it came from. You know exactly where it came from. It could take us a half hour just to find out where the noise came from.
I think I know where it came from. Yeah, it came from the backside of the park somewhere.
The whole backside, that far away?
Somewhere in the backside, like
past that door we went through that time.
Yeah, back towards the back. Yeah, we're gonna have to go deep in there to see. But if there's something back there making that kind of noise, we'll see it like right away.
Right. Well, all right. Oh, now we're gonna sneak into this place. All right. My pistol's out. I stopped digging.
Okay.
I put I take my pistol out and I start to. I go, all right. You lead the way. You're the one with the eyes, and you're the quiet one. I'll bring up the rear and cover your ass.
Okay. So he crouches down, and he crouches along the wall to the door, and you're following up behind him, a few feet behind him, and he turns the corner and disappears. It takes another second to turn around the corner, and then he disappears through the arch in front of you.
Okay. Well, I do a quick scan. Left to right. Do I see anything?
You don't see anything, no.
All right, so then I go follow him.
So the good news you found as you walked over here is there's no wall here on this part of the road. It's just like this little hill that slopes down to this little fountain area. So she should be able to turn and get in and off here pretty easily.
Okay.
You go into the Super Adventure Funland. You see the place is a freaking mess. A lot of stuff had fallen apart after it turned on and back off again. Mm-hmm. One little canopy that was supported by all this iron that when the machine started to turn, it just sagged and collapsed after everything shut off. Glume is jumping from ride enclosure to ride enclosure cautiously looking, and he's worked his way about halfway across the park at this point.
He's halfway across the park, just in the amount of time it took me to scan around and look down the...
Yeah.
So he's gone.
He's moving quickly.
I'm going to try and keep up a little bit, but I mean, this guy is he's a jumpy guy with a super high metabolism that's high on speed.
Yeah.
Who could leap on rooftops. He's Spider-Manning it through this place. You know, I'm a freaking fat lug. I mean, yeah. I'm a musclehead.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna lumber in.
Okay.
What's your some big lunk?
Make a move silently roll with all your modifiers and everything.
Yeah, my modifier. Let's see, what is mine? I'm adding a 3 to 17. 20. Okay. Not a natural 20, but 20.
20. So perfect. So you do a pretty good job of moving, and then off ahead of you, you hear a stick snap.
A stick snap.
Yeah, he rolled a really bad roll. So you kind of hear like a crunch or something where he normally makes no noise. All of a sudden you hear this weird noise because he hit this odd patch of dirt with broken glass. I'm
close enough to him to hear that.
You could hear a crunch. Okay. It was louder than you would normally see him move. As I'm rolling bad today, everybody.
All right. I'm just going to try and keep up a little bit while, but as cautious as I can and make sure I don't get blindsided from the rear or the side. So
make a spot roll for me.
Okay, 14 plus. I have spot.
He's
17. Oh, it doesn't matter.
That's perfect. 17. No, you made it. So he's hiding right here by this device, and he's looking in the direction that you guys, the elevator. Remember the elevator down, the door, the catwalk down, near where the obstruction is.
Right.
He stopped and he's staring off in that direction. And as you round the corner, what you see is the doors have been ripped all the way back off. Everything is blackened around the opening of this thing.
Uh-huh.
And there is some kind of winch and pulley system that someone has rigged up in the doorway, and it's connected to a battery. And there's a guy with robotic parts kneeling down next to it, and he's looking in the hole, and he keeps looking back, and he keeps looking down the hole. He's got a submachine gun of some type, like slung, and you can see the ropes kind of moving a little bit.
Oh, hey man, look, we found somebody else robbing this place. Oh, this is funny. We're worried about the wrong people here. What do you think he's pulling up? That needs a winch.
I don't know, but he seems really jumpy.
Do you recognize him? Do you know this guy from the Citadel?
Yeah. He's one of Husk's guys.
He's one of Husk's guys. I look around.
He's got that armband with the exploding red eye on it. Do you see that? That's Husk's gang symbol.
Oh.
His emblem.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I should have noticed that. I've seen that enough. All right, so I look around. Do I see anybody else?
No, it just seems to be him. He's sitting there kind of manning the winch, the battery, and he's scanning around, but his back is to where you guys are because Glume maneuvered you into such a way that you could see it and he couldn't see you guys.
So there's got to be at least somebody else down there that's loaded on whatever he's winching up. How much time has passed?
A few minutes.
A few minutes. Should we wait a minute or two to see what he pulls up? Talking to Glume.
Sorry. I don't know. I mean, he can't be here alone.
No.
He could pull up a basket full of guys.
Right. That'd be good to know.
It would be good to know. I don't think it would be good to let happen, though. I mean, I would actually much rather be in charge of that battery than have him be in charge of that battery right now.
But we don't know how close that whatever he's pulling up is to being pulled up.
I don't know. Make a roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who else is here? Two.
Yeah. So you can't really tell. It doesn't look like the wires are moving or being pulled on or whatever. But
the winch is moving.
The winch is not moving. No, but you could see the ropes kind of moving around a little bit back and forth. Like you're not really sure what's going on.
Oh, it's being wobbled from side to side, but it's not being pulled up.
Yeah, it's not moving up. No.
How far away is he?
He's probably about 22 feet away from you.
Oh, geez. Wow. If this was Splinter Cell, I'd sneak behind him and choke him out.
Yeah.
Do I have that ability?
What kind of combat skills do you have?
Well, Riggs taught me for 9 years.
He taught you how to use a weapon, though.
No, just a weapon? No.
I thought he was teaching you to use
That's
a
not
weapon.
the backstory I wrote.
Okay.
No, he taught me all sorts of martial arts. The only weapon he had available.
So you have the skill martial arts.
Oh, yes, I think I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I have combat martial arts, which turned out to not be what I thought it was. I thought it meant I knew martial arts, and it means I know who Sun Tzu was. It's like
no. You know how to fight, but it's more like combat training as opposed to there's defensive martial arts, where it's more like judo and aikido and things like that.
Well, what is combat martial arts? Combat martial arts, I thought meant I had the ability to conduct combat with martial arts. But I remember us looking that up and finding out.
No, that was strategy, dude. You got strategy. That's strategy.
No, that's
Is there a skill called strategy?
No, I have Streetwise.
You had something else that was like that. I know what you're thinking. But...
Well, Streetwise, I thought made me Streetwise, and it turned out that I just knew streets.
Combat martial arts, you are skilled at attacking and dealing damage with unarmed strikes.
Oh, so?
With an unarmed strike, you deal lethal or non-lethal damage of your choice equal to your strength plus 1d4.
Oh, geez.
Your unarmed attacks count as armed, which means the opponent does not get attacks of opportunity when you attack them unarmed.
Okay, so
you may make attacks of opportunity against opponents who provoke such attacks. Without defeat, a character deals only one. Yeah, so without this...
So I'm tailor-made for this moment. Sounds like.
If you make a good sneak roll, yeah.
And I could decide whether or not whether or not it's lethal. So I'm going to try non-lethal, and it's equal to my strength, which is high plus a D4. If I make the roll, if I get there quietly, and if I make the roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to try that. I got move silently.
Okay, so let's make a move
You sure I can't borrow your boots?
No, I don't. I think it's a bad idea.
Because I think if Glume picks him off with something from here, he may just fall down there and cause a panic. Where we might just be able to quietly replace him.
Maybe. Okay. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to try it.
Okay. So make a move silently roll.
Which one was I using? This one? I think.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I think it was this die. All right.
10.
13.
13. Okay. So. All right. So you try to move silently. You have a hide. Do you have hide as well?
Yes, I do.
Make a hide roll.
Wait. Hide is 2.
Okay. So make a hide roll.
10.
All right. So here's what happens. So you try to move silently and kind of hide as you're coming up behind him, stay out of his peripheral vision. Everything that Riggs taught you how to do. Stay down low, stay out of his peripheral vision, be fast, be decisive, deal a devastating blow. And halfway through getting to him, you're about 6 feet away, and he literally turns and looks right at you, and he has a look of alarm on his face, and he starts to bring his weapon up.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
He rolled a 19. So what I said was I had you roll. I didn't know what to set the difficulty up, but I had a couple of ideas in my head. So I had you roll move silently and hide. He rolled one sense you attacking or sense you coming.
Right.
But he needed to roll it against basically whatever level as good as you rolled. So if you rolled 18, 20 or whatever,
right,
I would have made him have to roll higher, but he rolled a 19 too.
Yeah.
So
I'm rolling for initiative. See, now if I remember combat, there's even something that's an attack of opportunity.
It would have been an attack of opportunity, yeah.
No, I can't make an attack of opportunity at this point.
No.
Because he recognized.
Now we're rolling initiative.
Now it's initiative.
Yeah.
10 plus. I have over here plus 1 dex, total 1 initiative, so 11.
So you roll an 11. He got a 10. Glume. Initiative is plus 5. So he's a 19. So it goes Glume.
Glume. Oh, Glume. That's right.
He sees us. He's doing Overwatch. Meecho. And then Cyborg. Okay. So you are standing in front of him. He turns and he looks at you.
Right.
And as he looks at you, you hear that familiar chang, chang of Glume unleashing his flèche on this guy. That one would be very good. Rifle plus 6 attack bonus. That's a 10. But he's okay. So the first one sticks in the wall next to his head and misses him. The second one that's closer to 19. All right. So the second one hits him and sinks into his shoulder and does 6 points of damage.
Okay, so he's got 6.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Against him.
And then that is poison too.
Okay.
A DC 10. Okay. Okay, he saved. But yeah, it sticks into his shoulder and sends him, it's one of the larger flèche, like a big, like a thorn sticks in his shoulder and kind of knocks him back, and one hits the wall, the second one gets in his shoulder.
I'm I think as I was going towards him, and as he turned, he's just got shot in the shoulder. He's flailing a little bit. I would like to just quickly kind of whip behind him and get him in a triangle choke and just drag him and choke him out. Okay. Drag him backwards away from the thing that he's standing at and choke him out.
Okay. So when you turn around, though, his back is to that. His front is to you. You were coming up behind him. So getting behind him to get him in a triangle choke, if that's what you want to do.
Well, no, but I mean, so he's, okay. Yeah. Like his back is, he's turned so he's like this, right?
Here's the doorway. Here's the winch that's wedged in here. There's cables that go to a battery.
Right, but
he was here.
So he completely turned around and faced me, right?
He turned around to face you, yeah.
Right, so now he just got shot in the shoulder. Did he react in any direction? Did he do this?
He went back into his left towards the wall.
So whatever side he slightly started to expose his back to me, I want to like grab him. Even if I have to get him from the side, I want to eventually. I'm going to pull him away from that. So if I have to triangle choke him from whatever side, I'm basically what I'm saying is I want to get a hang of his neck and pull him back from that ledge.
Okay, make a roll. DC 16.
So 7 plus. So that's a 7 plus 5.
Yep.
So that's only 12.
That's 12. All right. So you managed to slip in behind him, and you kind of half get
Does combat martial arts give me anything? Oh, that's only if I make the attack.
Well, it tells us how much your damage is. Which a normal person is 1d4 plus their, or 1d3 plus their strength. You're 1d4 plus their strength. So
it's just 3 extra hit points.
Potentially, no, 1 extra hit point.
Potentially only one extra.
An average person when they punch does 1 to 3 points of damage. You do 1 to 4 points of damage because you're more skilled. Okay. Plus your strength. So if my strength modifier is plus 4, it's 1d3 plus 4. Yours is 1d4 plus 4.
Okay. Gotcha.
It doesn't seem to,
hand-to-hand combat is pretty weak in the system. It's like not.
Well, I mean, you have attack bonuses too, like your general attack bonus. I mean, don't forget that when you have. What's your regular melee bonus total? That should
5.
be plus 5.
Right.
And your level of martial arts is what? And how did you get to 5?
I don't have a level. It's a feat.
Okay. So there's no level.
It's feat and special ability.
Okay. So you're just making a melee attack roll. You just have the ability that you can do 1 more point of damage, and they don't get attacks of opportunity against you and things like that. That's all. That's right. So we're back to why we thought this.
Right. Why this move sucks.
Yeah. So you managed to get around and get behind him, but you don't really have a good grip on him. So you kind of have your arms just around his shoulders, and you were starting to bring them up when he started to move. And you know what? That makes sense too, because you only rolled 1 point of initiative better than him. So that's all kind of happening at the same time, and he's kind of turning as you're trying to grab him as he's getting shot, and that all happens almost simultaneously.
Right. So I miss him. This does nothing. Do I fall? Do I at least prevent myself from falling down the ledge?
No, you're behind him. You're behind him and standing. You just don't have a hold of him. You didn't do any damage to him.
Okay. I'm in the perfect position for him to just turn around and push me into the abyss.
No. You have the battery behind you. He could,
okay.
But the good news is that since you're on top of him, he can't shoot you, especially because you're behind him.
Okay. So I close that distance.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
So that's a good thing. And so that takes his gun out of play. And what he essentially does is he takes his elbow and tries to drive it into your solar plexus.
Okay.
Of his robotic arm. So he's like,
with a robotic arm.
Yeah. So, what is your defense?
Okay. My defense is 13 plus 6 tactical vest.
Okay. So 13. Plus 6 for test. So it's 19.
19.
Right. So he tries to drive his elbow into you. And he drives his mechanical arm right into a plate and just hits it solidly, like, and you literally feel nothing.
Okay. Nice.
The armor takes a little dent from the strain of it, and you feel it kind of push you.
I feel the pressure, but
no pain. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Glume gets another turn. Actually, he needs to make another save. Okay. Wow. He shoots one, and another barb jams into the wall on the other side of his head. And he shoots again, and he hits him with that one. He hits him, and does another 3 points of damage. And this one hits him and just nicks his shoulder and takes a bit of flesh out and a bit of metal out, and there's a spark that kind of falls to the ground.
So you hit the cyborg arm?
Yeah, but where it met the flesh.
Okay.
Where did I do that with my team? Okay. Down. Okay.
So there's no such thing as choking any character out in the world of D20.
No, you could. What I would do if you got him in the hold, you would have to begin to do strength against his strength every round. He would have to start making constitution saves after, say, the third round, maybe fourth round. We could work something out. Yes.
Okay, I want to choke this guy out before he
well,
makes
first of all, you need
notice. Did I hear anything? I mean, I know I'm behind him. I'm in the midst of combat. I don't know what's going on probably around me.
You're behind him.
Have any situational awareness? Like, do I hear his buddies coming or anything like that?
No, you can hear the noise down the tunnel, but it sounds like they're much further down the tunnel. But it doesn't sound super close.
Okay.
The benefit you have is that he is not shooting, so
right. There's no that noise.
That's going to stop that.
And Glume's weapon is pretty damn
it's
silent.
almost completely silent.
Right.
Yeah.
So before this guy makes another peep or reaches for it, I just want to choke him out.
All right. So get a hold of him.
I'm 6'1",
okay,
224 pounds with the combat martial arts.
Get a hold of him.
11 plus what?
Plus your
I
melee,
suck. I'm
bonus.
such a weak leveled character. I'm such a piece of garbage.
Hopefully we have to finish this so we can fucking help you.
Wait, what is it?
What is your melee bonuses?
Oh, my melee bonuses.
Yeah.
Is 5. 16.
Okay, 16. So you grab a hold of him.
Okay.
So now, you're going to choke him. So you're going to do non-lethal
triangle
damage.
choking while I'm dragging him away from the ledge and while triangle choking.
Okay, so you have a hold. You have him in your hold, and you're holding him.
Right.
You want to do non-lethal damage this round?
Yeah, I'm just trying to pass him out.
All right, so
get him to pass out.
Roll 1d4. That will be a d6.
Oh Jesus, that's a d4. Yeah. That's a 3.
Roll 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
1, I guess.
Roll again.
I dropped it.
I mean
3.
Plus what?
Plus what? My strength modifier? My strength modifier is 2.
Okay.
So that's 4. And my combat martial arts does nothing for me.
Well, it's a 1d4 plus that instead of 1d3 plus that. So you got 3 plus what?
D3?
You did 3 damage.
What's a D3?
A D3 would be 1d6. 1, 2, 3. 1 is 1, and also 4 is 1.
Oh, okay.
2 is 2, and also 4 is 2,
and 6 is 3.
3 is 2 and 5,
gotcha.
and 3 and 6. Yes.
What's a D3?
So that, for instance, would be 1. That would be 3, obviously. Let's see if I can actually roll anything higher than 3 now to show you what I mean. If you rolled a 4, it would be 1. If you rolled a 5, it would be 2. If you rolled a 6, it would be 3. So what was your strength modifier again? 3 plus
2.
So you did 5. Okay. I usually do the math of every instance, and then I can say who hurt him or not. Okay, so you have a hold of him. The only thing he can do is try to break out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. Your strength is a 15 plus your strength modifier is plus 3.
My strength modifier?
Yeah.
My modifier is plus 2.
Next to strength is plus 2. Okay.
Right.
So
my tactical vest does nothing.
He's got to roll out with a DC 17. No, tactical vest is not going to help you. It's your strength against his strength.
Handle animal.
I mean, and also let me put this into perspective.
Intimidation.
You have a 15 strength. That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn high.
Yeah, but 18 is as high as you could get, right? So think of yourself as 3 closer. Conan would have an 18 strength. You're a strong kid.
Right, I'm not.
But
Conan.
you're not Conan.
I'm not Conan. No.
This guy is an enhanced dude. You can see he has cybernetic parts, so he's going to be a little bit. But he still has to roll a DC 17 to start to break out of your hold.
Right.
Okay. He has a plus 3.
He's got a plus 3. There you go, 17.
All right. So now but once again, he didn't make any noise. He's like, you choke him for a couple seconds, and he forces
it way out.
Okay, so now we're back to Glume again. But now
I got you. This is good. It's going well for us, actually.
Well, okay.
Okay, go ahead. So Glume, what does Glume do?
But now the problem that you have is that your attack on him and being on him, and I didn't think about it last round, but Glume shot 2 rounds. You're behind this guy, and he's shooting. So
well, I was assuming that I would be able to just handle this freaking guy, but
so
I can't.
Glume is not going to shoot this round because if I do, I'm going to have to.
Gotcha.
If he misses, I'm going to roll.
I'm going to reapply my choke.
So he immediately tucks the gun down and he starts to move quickly, like in a tactical way down that wall.
He's trying to get closer.
He's
trying to get closer, and I'm going.
Oh yeah, and this guy needs to.
Well, he tries to break out.
Hold on, no, he failed.
Constitution for the for the poison.
Yeah. So you also feel him start to he's weakened too.
Okay.
So he's okay.
So all right, I'm going to continue to try and choke him out.
Yep. All right. So you grab him again.
6.
I forgot what we decided.
6
yes.
Plus 5, 11.
Okay,
right.
so you try to
plus combat martial arts,
which doesn't do anything. So you try to lock it into him, and he resists you, and he's not able to do it. And he's going to try to drive his elbow into you again, even though this time the human one. But
the human one.
So he tries to drag, and on the other side, but you're the once again the
This is like the best vest ever.
The-
I gotta thank
the rigid-
Glume for this vest.
the
I
rigid-
got this vest from Glume,
I
didn't I?
think you found it. I think you found it from Riggs, didn't you?
Oh yes.
He
was
left
in
you some
He
stuff.
left me some stuff, and this is his vest.
So he elbows you with the other one, and once again, it just kind of hits the plate with his elbow and nothing. And you realize that part of maybe why you think maybe you're struggling is that you do have this whole combat vest on, which is not exactly easy for you to. You're trying to maneuver through it. He's fighting you. He's trying to elbow you, and it's saving you. But also, you say, "Man, I might be a little bit more flexible if I wasn't wearing this stupid."
Right. Well, I'm not going to take it
rigid.
off.
No, of course not.
But now I know for future.
All right. So
but is Glume did Glume get there yet?
Glume is not quite there. He's less than halfway.
So I'm going to reapply my choke.
Okay.
What is that? 7?
7 plus what?
7 plus 5? 12.
Okay.
I think I'm thinking it's
and I'm going to
Jesus
give you a
Christ.
+2 because you're behind him, but it's not enough to. He's fighting you. He's got that robotic arm.
Cyborg fuck.
He's just struggling with you, and then down below you hear somebody drop something kind of clatter, and then you hear it drop into something metal, and you hear kind of mumbling, and then it goes back down the hallway again. And he looks over at the thing too, and notices that he's hearing this too, and he's starting to see his situation. But you've got him in a hold. There's another guy who's shot him twice. He's starting to feel woozy, so he's getting to the point where getting desperate.
Okay.
It's
So now it's Glume's turn again because he just hit another plate, right? Oh no, I missed my.
You missed. He tried to hit you. Glume's moving, so you can see him now. He's probably about 5 or 6 feet away, so he'll be on with you guys next round.
Next round. Okay, so it's me again.
You again, yeah. 3. I would suggest changing the die. I don't know though.
Well, I mean, but if you think about it, for me to hit any character, I have to throw over a 10.
Yes.
So that means I'm only going to hit anyone half the time.
Half the time, but you're a level 3 character, so that's probably pretty normal.
So so I'm saying that's why I'm feeling it more than because 7 isn't a bad roll.
No, it's not.
But
okay, so
I'm not going to change it now because now it's got some high ones.
He tries to elbow you. He tries to headbutt you, and he can't. He can't bring you back. He misses it, and
he misses.
And Glume is on you the next round, and you see as he runs up to you, he pulls a large bladed weapon out of his.
So he's going to kill this guy.
And
I've been trying to. I've been trying to not kill this guy for some reason.
He jams it in his gut. That's 16. Okay. So he just stabs him in the gut with it. And the guy goes.
Okay.
And he takes 3 points. Do I have a strength? No strength bonus.
3 points, a sword in the gut?
It wasn't a sword. It was like a big knife.
Okay.
And he didn't hit him. He went to stab him in the gut, but he hit him probably closer to the side. It went halfway in him and chunked off the bone. And now the guy's bleeding. You could feel his blood dripping down on the back of you because you.
Well, now I just want to
hold on.
I just want to put
poison.
This.
Hold on, let me check.
Did I avoid the knife? What?
Yeah,
I
no,
gotta
you
dodge
the knife.
I can avoid Glume's knife.
No, he takes.
Who's he?
He takes 4 points of poison damage.
Oh, poison!
So you can feel him limping even more, and he's kind of leaning back on you. Bleeding. You can feel the drops of blood dripping, hot blood dripping on you, and he's falling. He's kind of.
So I just have to put this guy out of his misery at this point. There's no chance of me choking him out and him.
Well, it's your
living
turn.
At this point. I'm not going to stop giving him first
Well, you could. He's taken some lethal and some non-lethal, and the poison is obviously not good.
Yeah. This guy's dead. So I'm going to try and break his neck at this point. My bare hands, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Roll it.
Wait, no, I haven't. Don't I have a knife? Wait. Maybe just slit his throat at this point. Being that freaking Mr. Hottie Pants there, freaking lost it on us. And
he had already
said, you know what?
He had already hit him and had poisoned him you had your shot to get him quietly.
Right. And he saw I'm blowing it and he said, I'm not messing around with this anymore.
No, because we don't know who's down there.
Right.
I think he made the decision. So, I mean, that we went down from the non-lethal to the lethal path pretty quickly.
Okay. So attack bonus on my knife is +5.
Okay.
That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good, yeah, I would say.
And so if I were going to attack him with my knife, I would have my melee of 5 and my knife of 5?
No.
Do I have to pick one?
No. If what you have So melee is kind of general, right? If you have a weapon and it has anything special,
it's
it's usually broken out. No, the knife is melee.
Oh, the knife is its
But
own.
you'll see that the attack bonus is made up of your melee bonus plus anything special from the thing. So the fact that they're the same number, it's the same thing. You're saying it's +4, right?
Attack bonus is +5.
+5. And your melee is also...
My critical is 19.
Means on a 19 or a 20 is a critical hit. But your regular melee is also +5. Right? Okay, so
that's what I did. I ended up that I copied it over.
No,
that's just for convenience.
My ranged is +6.
See this. I'm reading this character sheet like it's an instruction manual, but really it's more like a reference.
Yeah, they're putting it here so you don't have to do all that.
So I don't have to go look for ranged.
Yeah,
for melee. Right?
We need to do this more often because we're out of practice.
Right. So so I'm a +5.
We start over every time.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
20.
Okay, so you reach the...
So that's a critical.
Reach and pull out. No, it's not. It's got to be a natural 19 or a natural 20.
Okay.
So you pull the knife out and you basically drive it into his back. Roll. What's your damage for your knife?
1d4.
1d4 plus your strength.
5.
So you jab the knife into his spine and you twist it. You hear a sickening... It's a little bit more difficult because he has some kind of implants back there.
Right.
But you twist it and he slumps on top of you.
Okay. Can I quickly drag him away from the hole as this guy expires?
Okay, yeah. This is leaking blood and oil all over the back of you.
Right. It's all right. Just get him off. Get him a little bit further away from the thing and
pull
place
him around
down
the corner
quietly.
Yeah.
Okay. I look at Glume and then I kind of eyes towards the hole. Like I want to tell him check out the hole, but I don't want to make any noise.
No, the funny thing about Glume is
he's already there.
He's in these situations he knows exactly what you're saying. In a regular social situation, he never knows what to say.
Right. Okay.
So you look at him and he immediately just goes down to the side, just very efficiently, and he peeks over the side of it and he goes.
So he throws up 2 points down.
Points down, yeah.
So there's 2 men down there.
Yep. That's what he sees, and he just kind of standing there, half peeking down it.
All right.
And then you notice the battery has a clip attached to one of these leads, and on the other one there's a lead and a clip, but it's not attached.
Okay, so if I would very much like to see if I could see what this winch is attached to. Is it attached to just a cart that pulls the thing up, pulling up some loot, or is it a platform that these people are also going to stand on? Is this thing their way out? This is kind of what I'm wondering.
Okay, so you walk over to the doorway, and what you see is a machine of some kind with a wire coming out of it and several ropes in the same winch going down. And it was almost like they had 2 bars that they extended from the middle of this winch. Like it's like a portable winch. Like you've seen them set these rigs up when they go to scavenge. They can put this thing anywhere to pull something out of water or out of rubble or trees, or to go up and down and traverse depths with it. Right. And you've seen this kind of rig before. There's no platform because everything got burned out by the fireworks explosion.
Right.
But
so it's just, so at the end of this thing is just a hook, or is there
they run
it's holding something?
Multiple things. They have some lights attached to it that they run and they can set up down there in the winch. So you're unwinching, the wire hook, a rope maybe, and a couple of other cables.
Well, I want to peek down and see what the other end of this winch is attached to.
Okay.
Is it attached to anything, or can I see it?
Okay, so you look down and you can see that somebody had hung a light up down there at the base, and in the bottom of it there's a bin. It's filled with all kinds of pieces and parts in it right now.
Okay.
Almost like a basket, but made of like leather, and it's just filled with all kinds of stuff.
Filled with stuff.
Yeah.
Can I? Is there anything else I could see from my thing, or am I risk? I'm probably risking being seen at this point.
If you stick your head over too much, I mean, you don't know if somebody's going to pop up.
Right.
And then you could see another light string has been run down, and there's light coming from the hallway that you guys had gone through, where all the closets and storage areas were.
So there's some other way down. Like they walked down there. They didn't use a winch to get down there.
No, there's a rope as well. So they probably lowered.
Oh, there's a rope. Down. I mean, do I see a ladder from when I glanced at the ladder?
No, because the stairs up were those metal stairs, and they're all
blown away.
They're all burnt out and blown away.
Right. This is just that's what I'm picturing. Just a hole.
Yeah, almost. It's pretty much
a hallway with but it's with the roof missing, and just it's straight down.
It's a shaft straight down.
It's a shaft straight down.
It's enclosed, and there are bits of like metal that had burned back and stuff, but
Right.
it's mostly passable straight down. They basically got down the easiest way. They hooked up a winch and they lowered each other one at a time. That's why someone had to stay up.
Right. So I back away from the hole.
Okay.
Towards the battery.
Okay.
I'm thinking if I activate this battery, the winch is going to come up with everything that's inside of it. No, those guys have radios. You know what?
Sorry.
Can we see where that road where Grace is coming from? Because
no.
I feel like one of us should stay here. I'm talking to Glume now. Okay. I'm going to back away from the whole so we can whisper to Glume.
Okay.
Glume.
Yeah.
I feel like one of us should stay here and pretend with that guy still.
Okay.
And then that way.
I volunteer to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then they just, if they say raise it, lower it, whatever they say.
Mm-hmm.
If they say raise it, if you see them coming up, then just cut the rope.
Okay.
Because they use that rope to come up, right?
Yeah.
So if they want to come up, then I guess you could not let them up.
Okay.
But if they want the loot up, you can always raise the loot. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
If he's like, raise the loot, then raise the loot.
Okay.
If I bring it back down, I'm going to fill it up again. No, let him fill it up again.
What if he's?
But then if they said, we're coming up, if they say we're coming up, then you just leave.
What if he just says raise it up?
With peek. I don't know. You're a sneaky bastard.
Okay. All right.
And decide if you want to let them
don't
up
make
or
the
not.
wrong decision.
Right. Well, you decide whether or not you want to let them up. In the meantime, I'll head off Grace. We'll quietly load the truck.
Okay. Okay.
So, that's it. We'll get the robots out of here. Right? For sure. Potentially get loot that these guys are looting. I guess we just leave them down there. I'm sure they'll work their way out somehow.
Okay.
They'll never know who did it either.
All right. Why don't we just take it up now?
Because
why don't we just take this thing with us? We could use this. There's a battery and a winch. We could pull it right down.
You're a smart guy, but what if we pull that up?
We pull that up. We get the stuff. They can't get out.
I got you.
We take the winch and the battery.
Definitely. All right, but let's load the truck, the robots first.
Do we want to blow them up down there?
Let's load up the robots first.
Okay.
And then the three of us with our.
But the problem with doing that is.
Yeah.
If all of us were loading the robots, we could get them in the truck and get out of here sooner and take this shit. If we pull the winch, they can't get up, and we know they can't get up.
Yeah, but I know Husk's guys. They all have radios.
Okay.
As soon as you raise it and leave them in there, they're going to radio every Husk gang member within 5 miles of this place.
Well, what did that other guy have on him?
He never reached it. I was choking him out. Just not very well. Good shot, by the way. He kept missing his shoulder. I would have got him quicker if you didn't freaking kept him knocking him all over the place with your half-grazed bullets.
I'm a little amped up. You're lucky I didn't put one into you when I realized I could shoot you.
Well, he didn't call anybody. His plan wasn't.
Are we having our first argument?
Well, I'm just saying. You said, "What didn't he have a radio? His radio didn't matter."
I'm saying, didn't you check the body after you drag him around the corner?
Oh, if he has a radio.
Yes. Am I speaking the same language?
Well, no, we didn't loot his body yet. We're trying to figure out what to do with this situation.
I'm just saying we're assuming they have radios, or that radios would work down there.
I'm sure. Well,
how about this? High or low?
I don't know how radios work.
You don't. You wouldn't know.
Right. No. So, do they work down there?
High or low for favorable results?
Is this the right one? Oh no, you're rolling.
I'm not.
So I'm going to stick with my low.
Okay. You don't ever remember them using radios. They use technology, but you don't ever remember them using radios. I mean, when you think about it, radios have to rely on things.
Didn't they use radios when I was in that circle there when I fought Husk's son? They were radioing each other.
I think the base had radioed,
right?
But they didn't individually.
Oh, so but when they went out on the field, they didn't bring radios.
No, you don't ever remember them using radios. A lot of that relies on antennas and boosters and things like that, or satellites or whatever. Which
you know what, Glume, you know radios better than me. You're right. Well, let's check him for radio. Let's check the guy if he's got a radio. So I checked the cyborg for radio.
You go back and check him. You find he's got a couple clips of ammunition. He's got this weird, real compact submachine gun looking thing, the long clip in the bottom of it.
I take the rifle and the clip,
okay,
and I toss it to Glume.
Okay, so he takes
anything else?
He throws the submachine gun and the 3 clips in his bag. He's got 2 little circular looking things. with a pin in them.
I take those.
And then he's got like a bag just full of junk and bits of shit and
Do I see
tobacco, liquor of some kind, and a half-drinking liquor.
Does he have oat biscuits?
No.
Can I? Does he have a power cell?
No.
Okay. So, money in his pockets?
A few bits of coins, silver coins.
I grab the coins,
okay.
shove them in my pocket, along with the 2 grenades, looking things.
Yep.
I shove them in my backpack.
Okay.
You're right, Glume, no radio.
Okay.
When they walk away,
could it be a cybernetic implant?
I don't know these things.
I don't know either. I wish Grace were here.
Oh, you mean like someone already knows he's been deactivated?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know about robots.
You know what? Then maybe let's reel up the winch.
Okay.
As soon as they walk away, start reeling it up.
Okay.
And then wait. By looks of this thing, you'll be able to pull this winch off.
Yeah, no, it just like screws out. Once we get the shit unhooked from it and pull it out, we can just. It's almost like we unscrew it and loosen it, and then I might need your help lifting it out of the elevator shaft. But yeah,
right. So we pretty much
thing will be really.
The thing is, we pretty much have to kill these guys, right?
We could kill them. We don't have to kill them.
Well, if we don't kill them, well, if we leave them down there, they're going to starve to death.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. What would happen
if they start eating each other or something?
That's dark.
Is there any other way out?
Oh, speaking of eating, I'm hungry. And he reaches in his pouch.
You know what? Let's give him a fighting chance. Let's see if they can work their way out. Just get the winch up.
Okay. So he pulls some kind of protein bar out and
he's chewing on the thing
as he connects to the battery, and you can hear the winch go. And the guy, and you hear somebody down below. Hey, what's going on? Lower the winch. I got a bunch more shit here. The boss wants us to take everything.
And so I do I just Han Solo it. Yeah, everything's fine.
All right. Do you have any kind of bluff skill or anything like that? Bluff.
Jump. Knowledge.
No, it's right at the front of the list.
Okay, no. I have climb.
What's your charisma bonus?
Oh, -2.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so maybe I should have Glume do this.
No.
So you clearly know. Well, listen. They knew.
Do you know why you and Glume get along? Do you know what Glume's charisma is?
What?
It's 9.
It's not minus. Oh,
no, it's 9.
It's 9. Well, mine's 7.
7, yeah. So the reason why you two misfits get along is because
we both have no charisma.
No charisma, yeah.
Okay.
So you're at a -2. You want Glume to try to say this? He's at only at a -1.
No,
he does not have bluff. It's not his thing.
Well, then they're going to hear 2 different voices. It's going to make it worse, no?
Oh, you already said it? Okay.
Yeah.
So roll the dice and tell me what you get. Difficulty 15.
16.
Okay. Yeah. So you do a passable job trying to sound like the guy, and
even though I have no idea what the guy sounds like. I just made like a cyborg voice.
So as the good news is, so you bought yourself enough time. So the thing starts lifting. The guy walks out and he goes, "Hey," and then you go, just hold on a second, just checking something, and you only barely fail the check and you needed a 15 and you rolled a 16. You have a -2.
Right.
Just 14. You just failed it. But it gives you a half a second for the basket to get out of reach from him. So he couldn't grab a hold of it.
Right.
And you're able to wheel the basket up and he's standing there. What'd you do to Andre?
Oh, so he already knows. I don't even answer him. I just, when it gets up to the top, we just start unlatching it. I want to try not to think about this guy.
Okay. So you reach.
I'm starting to feel bad.
You reach over to unlatch it.
Even though this one guy, do I recognize this guy? Did Andre ever torture me out in the field? I wonder because this is Huck's guys. I wonder if I know any of these pricks.
No, that one Andre, the guy that you killed, seemed like a lower level foot soldier.
Okay.
You look down and this guy seems like
some poor guy just following orders.
A little bit bigger. He's got a little bit more cybernetic parts. He's got one glowing eye. It's glowing orange, and he looks up at you and he goes, "Son of a bitch!" And he reaches and pulls.
Oh, he sees me.
So yeah, because you're leaning over trying to unhook this thing, and he's like,
"Oh, I thought it was fucking Glume unlatching it, but it's okay."
No.
So he recognizes me, or I don't know. He just says "son of a bitch" because he realizes he sees us unlatching.
He sees Glume trying to unlatch it like this, and you're leaning over.
Oh, wait a minute. We didn't actually do that, did we?
I don't know. You said
start unlatching it. Oh, I did say start unlatching it.
Yeah, you said start unlatching it. So
and Glume just started unlatching it, and then I started unlatching it, exposing our undersides.
Yeah, because he can see straight
armed
up.
guy.
Yep.
in a shaft.
Yep.
Okay, that was smart. Okay.
Son of a bitch. And he takes a shot.
He takes a shot.
And the bullet ricochets next to you. Nothing.
Okay.
Misses you entirely.
All right. So I pull the pin out of one of those ball things and drop it in the hole.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to deal with this guy right now.
Okay. So you pull the pin and you drop it out. Now, are you guys still going to be unhooking this, or what are you doing?
Well, how far down? How far down is it? I'm picturing a pretty decent distance.
Yeah, it was several floors down.
Okay, so I drop it and drop it, and obviously get out of the way. You know,
Okay.
I don't stand over the hole and watch it go down.
All right, so you reach. I mean, because you thought about that really quickly. So you reach and you pull the grenade and drop it, and you duck out of the way. And Glume's like, "Oh shit!" And then he ducks out of the way after you. Like, would have been helpful if you told me what the fuck you were going to do. And they drop the pin, and you hear the guy go, "Oh!" And he starts to. You hear him clanking around down there. Which you actually hear him fall.
I was going to say is that a fail? Is that a 1?
And then you hear a like a sound of like a small, very compressed explosion, like, and it's silent for a minute, and then you hear all this sizzling and cracking, and smoke starts to pour up, and you could just hear this guy screaming in anguish. And there's like a glowing light almost coming up from underneath, from the hole, and smoke starting to pour out.
Wow, what was that?
And he's screaming.
Jeez. I have one more of those, Glume. Be careful with that. I don't know what the hell it is. Quick, let's unlatch this thing before the smoke gets out of control.
So you guys are struggling with make a strength roll real quick. Let's see how quickly you can get this thing unhooked before you. Jesus Christ, dude.
5 plus what? Anything?
What is your plus? Whatever your strength plus. You needed a 10. No,
7. Oh, wait. No, that's a 5.
No.
I had moved my finger. I was like, oh, that's 15. That's 5.
You know what, though? You have that feats of strength thing.
What is that?
That lifting shit.
I have these things. No. Oh, you know what? I probably also could use in the fight. I also have fucking brawl.
Yeah, but...
Are you going to tell me...
Yeah, but...
I have combat martial arts, brawl, and a 15 strength. And I couldn't choke a guy?
One of the things I wanted you to have that book for and to read the D20 stuff is because you've got to do a little bit of homework when you build your character, and you don't just take something. And I remember saying brawl, you didn't need brawl and combat martial arts, because I think they both...
And I said I was going to keep it.
Yeah.
Like, to stay, like, legit.
But yeah, one of the things...
it's biting me in the ass.
Well, because you didn't do your homework and you bought some double things.
No, I read it. I just didn't know what it meant.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's not that I didn't read it.
Should have asked.
I read combat
I'm
martial
blaming you
arts.
for this.
If you read combat martial arts, first of all, when it says for your strength plus D4, I thought that meant 15.
Oh, you're
plus 4. I was like 19. I was like,
I'm
taking this.
Modified.
Right. I'm
okay. You're a noob. That's fine.
Yeah, total noob. Starting off with Gamma World of all games.
Well, that doesn't.
Isn't Gamma World a little? I think I'm loving it.
I don't.
I'm just saying, like, we didn't start
more
with
hardcore. No, I don't think so.
No?
If anything, you're better off, because typically you would start out as a first level character, and you think that you suck now.
No, but wait a minute.
Level character.
You made me play through those first 2
I made
levels.
you, yes, but
which was fun.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't give you anything.
I died pretty much.
Everybody starts as a third level character to play because the world is harder. But
In
you
Gamma
also
World, yeah.
have a better character to start than you would in other things.
Yeah. I think Gamma World is not an easy like combat world to live in.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of hazards.
So you guys
yeah. So I'm sorry. We got sidetracked. Because there's just an explosion, and this guy's screaming in agony in the hole.
Yes.
And we're quickly trying to unhook the winch. Make another strength roll. I failed the strength roll.
Yep.
So we're on Glume. Oh, I thought I was waiting for Glume.
Glume rolled a 17, so he's got half of it unhooked.
He's got half of his hook, so I'm trying my side again?
Yep, go.
3.
Holy shit. All right. He's trying. We're
just yanking on this.
Well,
thing.
as you're,
this is exactly what I was worried about. He said, "It just unscrews." And when the two of us are like standing over this black, asbestos smoke.
But you have all these different. You're trying to get this basket of shit, and
unhook it, right? I forgot the loot.
Yeah, and there's all this shit in it, so it's not like it's easy as it sounds. You've gotten half of it unhooked, and he's kind of holding it, and he tried to help you with the other side, but he couldn't get those other ones unhooked.
Right. So this is also before he knew I was going to let out an explosive.
And you got one more round before I'm going to start making you make smoke inhalation things, because the smoke is picking up. Like there's more smoke, and it's super super toxic smell.
It's like acrid. It sounds like
it's part.
I think this is acid.
His cybernetics are burning. You could smell his flesh burning. You could smell
the
wall burning.
What did I do to this guy?
Yeah, and his screams just continue to intensify.
Oh my god! All right, so would it help me if I yanked the loot, the winch, the rope with the holding the loot in it, and like pulled it up to the ledge to get whatever tautness that's pulling down on the winch off the system?
Usually when they empty these things, that they would have somebody kind of pull it and they would loosen, back the motor down.
Like a fishing line.
Yeah.
So should I, because it was still dangling a little bit down there, so should I attempt to start lifting it up? Is the winch still going?
The winch is off when it went to the top. So
should I turn it back on?
You could turn it on, but here's what you could do. He's got a hold of half of the basket. You could take a hold of that, and he could turn the winch on. And you could swing it out and drop it.
Let me try and swing that, get that load off of the system to maybe make it a little. Will it make it easier to drop the winch?
Yeah,
it should.
If you take the half of the basket and pull, you're out of the smoke.
That's what I'm going to do. Let him lower it down, and then see if we can get
make a real easy strength one. Like 10. Okay, perfect. So you easily
what is that? An 18 or
an 18? It's an 18. Blind. So he reaches over and flicks the reverse switch on the winch as he hands you the basket, and you pull it clear of the hole, and there's a bunch of circuit boards in pretty decent shape and other pieces of machinery and stuff that they've kind of gutted in this bag. It's several 100 pounds of stuff.
Shit. Nice.
Make a spot roll too. And then you also notice in an alcove behind you about 3 or 4 more of these similar size stuff that they had managed to
Nice. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Should we just, how much you want to, Glume, how much you want to mess with this winch? There's 3 baskets of this stuff.
I really want it, but I can't. I don't want to lose consciousness trying to get it off. I mean,
well, let's try. If the smoke gets close, let's just leave it.
Okay. All right. So make a strength roll. If you can get one side loose.
4. Jesus.
He rolls a 16, and he's rolling the. So you guys are both trying to screw the loosen where the winch is kind of wedged in the.
Okay.
And you're doing one side, and you're struggling, and he's of course half your strength. Actually, he's got like an 11. He starts. I think this one's looser. I think this one's looser.
He's got that one.
Yeah.
He's got that one. His side off.
Well, he's loosened it a little bit. So
just a little bit.
You need to get your side, and you'd be able to pull the whole thing down pretty quickly. Try your side again.
16.
That time you did good. He stopped,
18.
But okay, so you guys are able to loosen it enough and make one more strength roll.
Damn.
Okay.
That's an 8.
That's an 8 with a plus what?
Plus 2.
Okay. 10. So you managed to muscle it out of the doorway and pull it in before you're basically holding your breath.
Okay.
And you pull it. The two of you pull it out of the doorway together and pull it by the wire and kind of sit back and breathe. And the smoke is once again continuing to intensify.
Okay, Glume. This smoke is getting bad. Let's get this shit out of here. Let's get it towards the road.
Okay.
So can I drag? Do I have the strength to drag 2 of these? I should be able to drag 2. I don't think Glume can drag 1. I don't know.
No, you could drag 2.
How many hundred? I can drag 2 at a time. I'm going to grab 2 and start dragging them towards the road. Okay,
so you start dragging them. Now mind you, the main entrance is here. Now Grace is bringing the truck down.
Yeah, I want to rendezvous where Grace is going to be coming with the truck.
All right, so you start dragging 2 by 2 down this main road to this doorway. Okay, Glume is kind of like wincing in front of the doorway as you listen to this guy continue to scream down there.
Oh my God! You are literally, you sadistic bastard. You are rolling this guy's painful death. I just realized what you're doing. Like every now and then, I see you stop and roll, and it's each round you're slowly killing this poor bastard on your notebook.
Well, his friends are. You could hear now a scuffling as if
his friends. I forgot about his friends.
Him, but they're coughing and choking.
They're coughing and choking.
Yeah, and you could just hear things like banging and banging and chopping and hacking. You're not really sure what's going on, but eventually the guy's screams die down and nothing and Glume's like, oh my God. And he goes over to the thing and he kneels down and the pot where all the bags are, and he's just kind of looking back and forth as you drag these 2 to the doorway, and you drag the 2 bags and you drop them here. And then what do you do?
We go get the last 2?
Real quick, make a spot check.
Oh yeah, I should look around now. Let's see.
Okay.
11 plus, was it in my spot 2 or 3? 3. 14.
Okay. 14. Okay, so you can hear the engine of the truck as it starts to wind down this road.
Do I recognize that whine?
Yeah, you recognize the electric whine.
Okay, so I'm going to just now run to get the other 2.
Okay.
and Glume.
So you double back to get the other 2 bags. How many bags did I say there were in total?
Said there were 4.
There were 4.
You said there were 3 others.
3 others and that one. All right. So you run back and get the other 2, and he covers you.
I'm fine with 2.
As you make a retreat back to this doorway.
Right.
The pack mule that you are. And by the time you get there, she turns the truck and is kind of parallel to this door. And she rolls the window down. And she goes, "I leave you 2 alone for 5 minutes, and you're trying to burn the fucking place down again?
Just be quiet and help load the truck.
How is that even possible? Is that smoke?
Do you want this? Do you want any of this stuff?
Okay, fine.
All right. She does that. I run towards the robots.
She pulls the truck forward, and she's like, "Are we going to throw these bags in the back of the truck first?"
Yeah. Well, yeah. Can you get working on that? I gotta get these robots.
Okay. So you start running towards the robots. Now you realize that once you get about halfway, that all the tools are in the back of the truck still.
So
then you come back as the 2 of them are muscling this. They pull the truck forward, and the 2 of them are pulling one of the baskets and struggling to load it into the back of the truck.
Okay, wait. I stop. I realize I'm going too quick.
Yeah.
I go, guys. All right. How do you want to do this? Okay. Because it looks like you're struggling with this. You guys good with a shovel? You guys could shovel the stuff, and I'll load the truck with these 4, and then come meet you there.
All load the truck and drive it down, and we all shovel. How much time are we really saving by doing it separately?
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so they finish loading this one basket. You run back and shoulder a whole.
I just feel like I just as I'm loading the stuff into the truck, I'm talking to them. Like I just feel that that the clock is ticking now over here. I feel like we're lucky that there's nobody here. Yeah. I feel that that the fact that there's those 2, probably 3, maybe more guys down there, and that means where there's 2 or 3 of them, they're like roaches.
Yep. I'm sure.
There's a lot more. Yeah. So I'm feeling like we need to get out of here. So that's why I'm going a little quick. So I apologize if I'm,
And you remember that the average, like one of these scout/salvage groups, were about 6 to 8 guys. So
right. Yeah. So there's probably
that 2 of them are probably dead.
Right.
But that's it.
That's it. There's definitely more guys out here.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. So, how many do we have in so far?
All right. So by the time they finish loading the one, you have the second one in and out, and you've gone and picked up the third one, and they were just walking back to get it. And you're just like pick it up like it's nothing on your shoulder and just put it in the back.
I put it in the back.
All right. So Grace runs up and she hops in the front of the truck, fires it up, and starts to drive forward. And you guys jump in the back, and you're hanging off the back of the truck. Glume is looking everywhere.
They're hanging off the back of the truck?
Or no, she's driving. You're hanging off.
I'm hanging off the back like a garbage truck.
Yeah, like a garbage man. And Glume's on the other side, and he's looking. The smoke, you can see the smoke billowing up.
Oh, my God. We just set off a whole... We also made a big, nice smoke signal.
Yep. So she manages to turn the truck and back it up to where you guys think the site is. And you start digging, and it takes you about a good 20 or 30 minutes to get all the dirt moved from around it, even with the 3 of you working in the shovels. But you manage to find the first shape of the first robot.
Okay.
And you start to unload it.
Okay. So, all right. Is it something I can do on my own, or do I need their help?
No, you can. Remember, you
so guys, I'm going to load this one up.
All right.
So I start to dislodge it, and I put it in the truck. The truck is close, right?
Yep. She backed it up, and the tailgate is down, and it actually has like a little, like a hydraulic thing. So you just carry it over, put it on, and you can lift it up and then slide it into place. There's and then tool bag that you found a shovel and like a pickaxe and some hand tools, as well as some like bungee type devices. So you can kind of snap everything into place and hold it really nice.
Okay.
And it takes about a good hour to get the first 3 of the robots loaded into the back of the truck.
How many robots were there?
There were 4.
Jesus Christ. Is there room for a 4th one?
Yeah. You have plenty of room.
Okay.
It's a big truck.
How long have we been in this place?
It's probably been a better part about 45 minutes to an hour to get the third one loaded in.
I don't feel like we're pressing our luck. Because you know why?
Yeah.
We also have to, we have tarp to cover this freaking thing. We're not driving through town with this stuff. We got to load this thing, cover it with brush, make it look like we were just outside pulling weeds.
No, you don't have any kind of tarp. No.
All right, well, we have to start getting some brush together. Maybe the 2 of you guys start gathering brush, and I'll see if I can get this 4th one out.
So you take about another 15 minutes to load the last robot in and get it secured, and they pull some decent-sized brush and stuff and kind of try to cover it up.
Okay. And I'm on the way. I grab some more too. Can I grab some more?
Okay.
And just really cover it. I want it to look like a pile of shit.
What you did was you did enough to just kind of obscure it, but it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like super hidden. If somebody searched the truck, they would find it.
Of course. I just don't want to be visible from the road.
Yeah, you find some decent sized brush and stuff and pull branches down and kind of with nice leafy branches, you lay it over there and over the back of them, and you're able to hide it for the most part.
It looks like I potentially was just doing some landscaping.
Okay.
And
you
let's get out of here.
Okay, so you guys pile back in the truck. Glume, he hops and he actually hangs off the back is what he wants to do.
Okay.
And you guys get in the front and you start to drive up and out and make this turn here.
So we exit the main gate of Super Adventure Funland.
You're on the outside of the main gate, but you turn onto that road to the main gate and you start to ride up the hill. And you reach the top of the hill, without any intervention. Nobody's messing with you. There's no one there waiting for you.
Nice.
And you make a gentle right turn onto the raised freeway.
I'm getting a bad feeling.
And you start to drive off down the road back the way that you came.
Okay. Should we end there?
I think we probably should.
I have a feeling it's not.
I guess the question is, and then we can talk through some things, but I guess. Are you going back to Timberland, or are you driving back to the Citadel?
Oh, no, we have to. Oh, well, we're going to talk in the car, I guess, on the way to decide if we're stopping at Glendale, or if we're going straight to the Citadel.
That's right, Glendale.
Glendale, I think
Glendale.
Glendale, I think, is a school, isn't it?
Maybe that's it. We don't remember anything.
It's
been too long.
I think it's Glendale.
Brookdale, which is also a school.
Also Brookdale. Okay. Yeah. Brookdale. So we're going to skip whether or not we're going to skip Brookdale and go straight to the Citadel or not.
I don't know. We should not go back to that place again. I really think we need to go straight back to the Citadel. I'm done playing around in these little rinky-dink towns, okay?
Yeah, who's this talking?
Grace.
Okay.
I guess I need to change their voices a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can't do a woman's voice. Can we put something on the track that make me sound like a woman?
Maybe. If we had an editor.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I know. I'm asking for too much. So anyway, she's like, there's no way we're going back to that rinky-dink town. We need to head back to the Citadel. We're tired of playing around. Also, I hate to disappoint you guys, but do you know where Otso got this truck from?
No.
You don't recognize? Wasn't there another 6-wheel truck that we saw earlier?
Oh, geez, we didn't steal freaking.
No,
we didn't steal Constable Wayne's crew's stolen truck.
We might as well. It could be the same damn truck.
We gotta get rid of this thing. All right, let's go to Citadel and sell all this stuff.
And then, so Glume has worked his way. He climbed along the side to hop in the back behind the door, and he opens. He goes, "What happened?"
Well, we got to get rid of this stuff. And Grace thinks this is Constable Wayne's truck.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought you knew that. I just thought you didn't care.
Well, no, we were in good with that guy.
Oh, I thought you were hardcore, like, fuck Constable Wayne.
No, I thought Constable Wayne was cool.
Oh, fuck Constable Wayne.
All right, well, no. I didn't know. And you guys are not, keeping me informed.
We thought you knew.
No.
Yeah,
no.
dude.
You guys do this a lot.
I thought you knew.
Doing it for much longer than I've been doing. I live within a hole.
Grace is
I scavenge.
Very upset. She's like, wait. I do this a lot. Like you people. I don't really like the way you're talking about me.
No,
I'm a thief or something.
No, you're not. Well, yeah, of course you're a thief.
Well, you were talking about stealing a truck. Like I steal a truck all the time.
Right. No, we scavenge things. You're not a thief. You're a scavenger.
But this truck was not scavenged. This truck was stolen.
It was purchased.
No, we purchased the truck, but it was stolen.
Right, but we didn't actually steal it.
Does it matter? All they know is the truck is missing.
Right. No, I know that. You're just proving my point is what I'm saying.
Fuck Constable Wayne.
Okay,
so he closes the door and goes back outside.
All right. All right, let's get our asses to the Citadel.
So she shifts it into another gear, and you pick up speed, and you.
Can we make it to Citadel in one straight drive?
You can make it in about a day. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just go.
Assuming the roads are clear.
Right. Let's just go.
Okay.
We have plenty of provisions in case we have to stop.
Okay.
Which hopefully we don't have to.
So she reaches a point where she.
Does anyone have a place to stay when we get there?
At Citadel?
Yeah. I mean, I know Glume's got a place.
Yeah.
But like a place to get unload. I know. Actually, no. Never mind. I know exactly where we're going.
You're worrying about logistics, yeah. You don't.
Yeah, I know exactly where we're going anyway.
So she turns. We reach an intersection where you could either go back towards Brookdale, or it winds off in another direction that leads to Citadel.
Yeah, we have to.
She makes that right, and she turns you guys towards the Citadel.
Well, no, we did discuss it.
Yeah, no, she
was very forceful.
She's very pushy. Like, no, we're not going back to Brookdale.
Right, but she made a lot of good points, though.
Yeah.
So. All right.
And so, we drive off into the distance, heading once again, finally, back to the Citadel where it all began.
Where it began. All right. Cool. That was a good place to stop.
All right, so
that's where that was a good episode. We finally rolled some dice. It had been 2 games since we even touched the dice, I think.
Yes.
So that was fun. A little combat. I think I'm getting better at combat. I'm asking myself less questions and just acting.
Yes.
I feel bad about that guy in the hole. I didn't know he was going to die that way.
White phosphorus is really nasty.
Oh, man. That what it was? He melted him.
And it gets really hot, and then it sticks to you. It's
right. It's like molten metal.
Yeah. And then if you have metal, I imagine the metal would start to melt.
Melted. Yeah. And he just slowly melted to death.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a good effect, though.
It was. I enjoyed it. Just felt bad, how annoying.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
Doomsday Doopy Doo on Twitter, Gmail, and website. Just Doomsday Doopy Doo.
Yep, and everyone is healthier and
we're back.
More simple, and it should be summertime.
We're better.
We're going to maintain that if it's a holiday week, anticipate you're not going to get one of these. It'll be the following week,
right?
And it just because those tend to be busier times for us, and that we're really going to try to get back into this and be more.
Well, we had a holiday, and then I was legitimately
very sick.
Yeah, I was legitimately pretty.
Listen to the other show for those details.
Yeah, I was pretty sick.
Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't even speak properly.
Yeah, so. I would think yes, you would get a pass, but
all right. So yeah, we'll be more diligent.
Yep, this we promise. I know we promised the last time and the time before, but this time
you know what though? We said we weren't going anywhere, and we didn't. We're here.
Yeah,
it's we're not getting paid to do this, so it's like
if you guys can figure out how to get us paid to do this,
we're not getting paid to do it. So
then
we'll
have just do this. Yeah,
you have to work it into areas where you are getting paid, and so it's and we do pretty good. I think we beat ourselves up too much.
Yeah, I think only because I want to do this more.
Yeah, me too. Me too. This is lots of fun.
I mean, it would be better, more fluid, because we always have the same questions over and over again.
Yeah, I still don't know how to use this damn sheet.
And it's because we have so many gaps between when we've stopped and started a lot lately.
Yeah, not having a little more continuity definitely hurts.
We'll try to make the show crisp. I think we're always looking for opportunities to add things to the show. Nick's going to make my voice sound like a woman's voice.
Yes, and then we're going to turn this whole thing into a video.
Yep. Eventually.
Video studio.
Some point.
Because we have YouTube listeners.
Yeah, we want to give you guys
which is pretty impressive that anyone would listen on YouTube. Not that.
No, people do that.
People
at work
do that.
Just for music.
Yes. Yep. That's true. But I'm saying, imagine if there was actually video.
No, it would be cool.
It'd be cool.
So it's too bad we're not like professional animators. We can animate one of these episodes.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I would love to see, even in the simplest animation, I would love to see what someone's vision.
Yeah, still drawings even.
Yeah, stick figures.
Stick figures. Yeah. All right,
faithful listeners.
Yep. Talk to you guys in 2 weeks for RPG. Next week for the regular show.
Wasabi peas.
Bitches, right?